Hello, everyone. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, depending on where you are connecting from. All right, so welcome to Poshem Technologies. This is the sixth of our Python for data analysis class, the basic of Python. All right, so our previous classes we've looked at our last class actually we looked at string operations, where we looked at the different operations you can perform on your string, from the concatenation, replication, splitting, finding, joining, capitalized, uppercase, lowercase, and down to string formatting. All right, so today we'll be looking at data structure and control flow. Okay, so data structure, yeah, just like the word structure. What is structure? Please, can someone briefly explain what's the meaning of structure? Someone help us with that definition, please. What is the meaning of structure? Structure. Hope you can all hear me, right?
Yeah, can hear you loud and clear.
All right, so someone should help us out and define what's the meaning of structure. Structure.
Okay, let me give it a go. Structure has to do with the way something is being arranged. You get how it is being patterned, so to say. That is what structure is all about. The structure, if we are looking at objects, the structure could be rectangular, it could be a square, it could be spherical. Just the way something is being, arranged, the way it's, I don't want to
Yeah.
use the word structured, basically.
Okay. Who else can try? Who else have a more simpler explanation to that?
Yes, sir. Let me try. Yeah,
Yeah.
like from what my colleague just said, structure refer to a pattern or an arrangement of the way a data or something is.
Okay. All right. We've said it, and we are both correct. Structure is a manner in which an object or anything is being arranged. Right. That's what structure means. All right. Well, how about control flow? How about control flow? You can define what's the meaning of control flow? Carolina, can you help us with that? Control flow.
I think it's the flow of something that is controlled.
Ah, that's tautology.
Pardon?
The flow. Why using the word flow and control again in the definition? Please, can you replace this
Because I have no idea.
one? Please, who else can try? Control flow. About just you can give it a try now.
Okay.
Yeah.
The word is new to me based on the two words that are used in the definition or in the word joined together. I think I will say that control flow is or control flow can be seen as how objects or values is supposed to go in a structured manner, so to say. That's just my thought, how an object, a value, or is supposed to move in a structured and defined manner, so to say. That's just my thought on the matter.
Okay, that's great. That's a good one. A good one. Yeah, control flow is a way, a manner at which a set of objects or a set of objects moves in a particular direction and either being directed on where it should go at a specific time or pace or interval. That's control flow. More like controlling the flow of an object. That's what it means. Either it should stop, it should go, when it should stop or when it should go. Number of time to move, number of steps to take. That's a control flow. All right. So back to data structure. Like what we said, data structure is the arrangement of set of objects. Yeah, that's what it means basically. Arranging them in patterns, in some formats, in different ways. All right. So Python has what we call a data structure. How data are being arranged or how data are being stored. I get me now, how they are being collected and how they are being stored. And the different data structure will tell you the kind of operations that can be performed on them. Lists. Example, we have the lists, dictionaries, sets, and tuples. They all have their different way of arrangements, and they have a different way of you assessing those objects. For instance, now you have a toy box where you can put various toys in it. Now, list now will tell you that okay, put those toys in a roll format, in serial numbering, arrange them properly, be rows, arrange them by rows, whereby we have the first, second, third, 6, 7, 8, and the rest. Yeah, is someone recording again?
No.
Okay. All right. Please mute yourself. Mute yourself. Hello, I'm seeing someone new here. Mr. Charles Mosu.
Yes, I'm the one.
Okay, I get the one. Okay.
Yes.
Mute one device. All right. Okay, as I was saying, the list, talking about the list now. I said that's how the object is being arranged, like your toy now. You might want to arrange your toy in an orderly manner in the box. That's the list. You arrange them like the first one will be a position 1, second, 2, 3, 4, 5 till n. So that's a list kind of arrangement. You're arranging your toy in different in a box, in a row, whereby you can remove the first one or remove the second one from the box. Basically, list is a type of data structure, Python data structure, whereby items are collected orderly. Are you getting me? Items are collected orderly and they can be of different data type. That's what list means basically. It is a mutable ordered collection of items. Item in the list can either be of any data type whatsoever. So where you can even have toy, you can even have you can have different types of toys, motor toys, bike toys, ball toys in a list of different data type. For instance, now a list can contain a string, can contain an integer, can contain a float, can contain a boolean. That's basically what this list is all about. Then now coming to and again, list is mutable. List is mutable in the sense that what mutable means that it can be changed. You can either remove, you can remove from it, and you can also add from it. So in the way, when you store a toy in a list, you can take from the toy, you can take some toy out of the list, and you can also put more toys in the list. Basically, that is what mutability of the list means, right? Remember, I said list can be, it can contain various data types. All right. So now this is list. List is mutable. All right. So we have an example of the list here. Let's say list one. This is syntax. We have list one. And note, list we use list can be created using list can be created using the square brackets. All right. Let's put our first list. We have list now. So when you say list in order, that means it can be numbered, and it's numbered from 0 to n. So the first item is index 0.3, fruit, fish, then Camry, then true. So this is a list. What and what do we have in the list? We have an integer, we have a float, we have a string, and we have a boolean. So basically, that is what we have at list. Now, we said lists are mutable. You can add and you can remove. Now, how can we add? Can we add in the list? To add to a list, we use the method, the append method. Use the append method. Right. So now I want to add, for instance, now I want to add false inside the data set. This inside the list created. How can I add it? How can I add how can I add the list? I'll do lists one dot add append. And to append true inside. So then now let's print the list one. Okay. Let me separate this. Right. So all right, as you can see now, we have two true. Look at it here. 1, 2.3, fish, Camry, true and true. This is how to add to a list. That is to append. Call it append. All right. Now we want to remove from a list. We remove. That's removing value from a list using remove method. Now let's remove the true we added. Let's remove the true. Remove. Removing what? True. Let's run. I've not printed it. Sorry. List 1. Okay. And what remove now? Okay. Ah. It went and remove this one here. Okay, let me use pop. So excuse me. Okay. All right. Okay, so let's add something else to this again. Do you know why? Do you know why it's not removing? Who can tell me? Anybody who knows? Do you know why it's not removing? It's as if it's not removing because when you run a PyCharm script, it runs everything all over again. Are you getting me? It runs everything all over again. So even if you keep on adding remove, those ones that unless you add you do, I will type two remove here, two remove here. After removing this, let me add something else. Let's say a friend. Let me add this, then print this dot this one. Let's ignore this first. Let's also ignore this so that I will not have double prints here. All right, let's do this. Okay, I have this now. Now let's remove this. Let's remove this. Let me see. It's conflicting because one is also a Boolean value. It's removing one instead of. Are you guys seeing what is happening here? It's removing one instead of the other when we remove true, one is a Boolean also. So instead of removing true, removing one. So what list does, it removes the first occurrence of a value in your data, in your list, and one is sent as true. So when I did that one, I did remove one, remove true. When I remove one, did you get that? When I did remove true, when I remove one and two true, they are the same in Boolean. So what list does, it remove the first occurrence. If we have true here, if you have another true here, after removing this one, you will go and remove the next true and the other true. So for me to remove this true, I will not have one here first. I'll just remove I'll just have only true because true and one is the same thing. Kind of. But if you want to make this true, you should make it a string so that it will not conflict with this one here. All right, Michael. So this is how to add and
not really.
Okay. What I was trying to say is that,
why I'm saying not really, because I don't know about others, because when I was looking at the down part of it, what I'm seeing, because you did true and then you appended true. So when one of the true just came out, my thought was just that maybe one true just left, not before you say this conflicting, so you removed it and added the friend variable. So I think that's where my confusion is coming from, basically.
I didn't even get your question, sir. I didn't get you
Oh.
actually. Yeah.
If you look at what's it called?
The list.
If you look at the code you wrote on 287, you
Okay, this
appended true, yes.
okay, true. Okay.
That's why that you've commented on it now. So my thinking was the true was supposed to come twice. So when you do the what's it called, list dot remove friend dot remove true, sorry. So one of the true is just going to leave. So I was thinking when I saw 1, 2, 3 fish camera true, that one of the true is just what left. That's what I'm saying.
No, one of the truth. This one I commented it now. This one now I commented it. If I do the move true, one will go, the true will not go. Now let's look at this again. Now let me
For
comment
me, my
this.
question is not even there.
Okay, ask a question. Ask your own question.
For me, like, I don't understand like where you apply list in real life application, apart from explaining the Boolean and the one area. Because as Charles is saying also, when I look at the code, I don't see the difference you're telling us where one has been removed versus true. Yeah.
Okay, your real life application. You want to go to the market. Are you getting me? You have a list of
Yes,
items
sir.
you want to buy. You have a list of items you want to buy. You have the list. The first item could be rice. Second item could be beans. Third item could be yam, meat, fish, vegetable. That's a typical example of list. And if I purchase the first item, I'll cancel it. That's remove. That's your remove. The next item I'll cancel. That's remove. Now your list. Now you're looking from the first item to the last item. If you want to remove, a value. If you have meat, first item, meat, second item, I will now click remove. Which of the meat will go off? Since the list has order number from 1 to n. Which of the meat will go off? It's not the meat in the first position that will go up, that will go out. Are you getting me? I'm saying that you have a list of items you want to buy in the market. That's your list. The first item is meat. Second item is still meat. Third item is yam. Fourth item is beans. Fifth is rice. Now, you are finished. The first item, now you've got the first item, meat. I want to cancel it. What will you do? Is to mark it now that you are done with that purchase. You've got your meat, you cancel it. Now you now be left to how many items now? 5 items. Now you want to add another item. Now you add at the bottom now. You want to add now, you can add a vegetable at the bottom. You add append. You append, you remove, you append, you remove, you append. That's basically what the list is all about. Then
By
order.
appending here, you mean you're adding, sorry.
Yes, appending is adding now. Append is the word append means adding now. To add something to a set of already made a list items already. Now, about Charles, we are what I'm trying to say. Are you clear, Kawira? Are you clear?
Yes. So in this case, now in our list here, 1, 2, 1, 2.3, like that, and true. When you are saying you have 1 and true, they mean the same. So you are trying to use true as a string so that it doesn't confuse. That part I've not gotten it.
Exactly. That is why when I remove true, if you are so observant, you see that 1 left. If you saw it in that reason I did, when I removed true, it was 1 that left. So what to remove does is that it check for the first occurrence of a certain number in your list. So it was checking now. You notice that 1 and true, they are Boolean rules, they are correct. So it removed the 1 and it left the other true we have in there.
Okay.
That's it. But just are you clear now? About Charles?
What of the friend one? Okay, I've understood the first one, the one you have listed list 1 append true. What of list 1 append friend?
Okay, append friend means that I added friend to it. I added friend again. Now, after I created a list now, I appended another true, which is now, this one will now be added to this one. We now have 1, 2.3, fish, camera, rice, true, be here. Then append list, append friend again. We now have 1 to 1.5, 2.3, fish, camera, friend, true, and friend will be here. Then if we now have remove friend, we will now check where is friend here. Friend will now go off. So we now have now 1, 2.3, fish, camera, and true. That's what we have here. Let's see. Look at it. So the first creation was what? I created an ordinary list. Let me just print this out first. The first one I created. All right, this is the first list. I look at it. I created the first list, which is this. I went ahead and I added another true, which is this. I added friend again, which is this. Then I now remove the friend, which is now this one we are having here. And if I want to remove another value again, I will now still do remove and that item name there. It will go off. That's append and remove. But just, are you clear now?
Yes.
Eh? Okay.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. I can hear you.
Yes, I'm clear.
Okay.
So
Now going forward.
I want to ask, just hello, sir.
I'm with you.
And now I'm catching up. What is actually the difference between this list and storing something with list or storing it with a variable? Is there actually a difference?
Okay, now a list is a container. Sorry, a variable is a container that you can store anything inside. Anything at all can be stored in a variable. Now, but example now, I have I have a fridge. I get me now. I have a big fridge. I can choose to store only my orange in that fridge, nothing else again. It's a variable. I get me now. Then in that fridge now, I can choose to store my orange, my pineapple, my beans, my soup. It carries so many things. I get me now. That's just like list, a single item and items in the list. Now, your fridge could be the first variable, which is the one that your variable. Example now, fridge is your variable fridge. Fridge can be equal to just orange, or fridge can be equal to list where you pass your beans, your rice. What I meant here. Our fridge one is equals to orange. It's storing just orange. Now, fridge two. The same fridge is storing orange, pawpaw, storing orange, storing pawpaw. Even store soup self inside. And he went ahead and store some person self tie their money in nylon and put their money in the fridge, just to save it, to avoid the theft. They will store it, tell their money inside the nylon and store it in the fridge to be there. They will never want the fridge to be there. So like now, all these items now, they are in a list too. And I put the list inside the fridge. All these items, this one now is just an orange, single. The difference is that they're not really different things that it contains different items. Hello? Can you hear me?
I'm with you, sir. I'm with you, sir.
Okay. Just like a list is a container that carries all those items together, then put them inside the fridge. But a single variable can carry any single item, single value on its own. But list now can accumulate all those values, you put them together. You can't just put them, you can't just store them in the fridge anyhow. No. You arrange them properly on a list and put it inside the fridge. Like now you have your soup now. You finish cooking your soup, you have a wider plate that you differentiate the soup, the stew, everything on a rack of plates. So to have those plates or have those flags. If you want to travel or going to your work, you put the soup, you put your eba, your meat, everything together, and you carry off flask and leave. That is your list.
Okay, sir. Sir, just for the sake of clarity, what you're saying in essence is that a
Yeah.
variable can only store one value. That is in this case now, in this example you cited, what's it called? Fridge one equal to orange. You cannot go further maybe and put comma and put pawpaw and put quotation mark. Then while fridge two, which is list, can contain multiple values of different data types. Is that what you're saying, sir?
Yes, but they are both variables though. They are both. List is not a variable. List is a way that I want to store, the way I want to arrange the things and store them inside the fridge. The way I want to arrange the stuff for easy accessibility. The way I want to arrange the stuff and store it inside the fridge. So I can store multiple items in a list, then package it inside a fridge. But the other one is just a single item that I just store inside the fridge. That I won't say they're not the same. Oh. Variable is variable, list is list. List is used to store items, used to collect items. Variable is a container they used to store that you used to store I used to store a value, a single value, not items particularly. You don't store items like that anyhow in a variable. You package those items either in a list, dictionary, or tuple or set. Then you now put it inside the variable. But what variable now this is an item. Sorry, this is a value, a list value. This is a string value. Now, this is a list value that contains several items in it. Then this is just a single value on its own. Are you getting me? Are you clear? Oh yeah, we are. Are you clear?
Yes, I am clear to the extent that what variable just stores a single value and list stores more than one value. Yeah, I'm clear, sir.
Okay, yes, that's it. That's it. All right, so we are going further. We are going to dictionary. Okay, dictionary. A dictionary is an unordered collection of key value pairs. For each key, there must be a unique, for each value, there must be a unique key. And a key must be unique. You know dictionary, you know your dictionary, English dictionary, right? We all know a dictionary that we use to search for words. It has an index, and that index, you see the dictionary key. Example, looking for absurd. You go to the dictionary, the contents, you find the word a, and when you see the word a, it now take you to the page number in the dictionary, and you can now locate the definition of the word absurd. So that is basically what dictionary is all about. It's an order, it doesn't have any orderly manner. The way we order, we assess items in the list with their index number. Now, sorry to go back. You know, list items have position, and their positions are numbered from 0 to n. For example, now, accessing items in a list. Now, how can we access an item in the list? We access an item in the list using the index number of the list. All right, I access the item using their index number. Now, if I want to access this list called orange, orange is in index 0. Pawpaw is in index 1. Soup is in index 2. Then this one is in index 3. Now let's access orange. Orange is equals to fridge 2 0. That's orange. Now we have another one. We have purple. What is equals to fridge 2 1. Now let's print. Let's print orange. And let's print bridge. All right, so bridge 2 other. Okay. This is what we have here. Fridge 2, fridge 2, Popo. Sorry, print Popo. Let's print Popo. So it's all right. So we've accessed Popo and orange and Popo. So this is it. Now you can change the values of a list. Since the list is mutable, values can be changed. You can access values, you can change value. Now, how can we access this value? How can we change the
I
value?
have a question.
Okay, go on, please.
If you have already given the items in the list an index number, why is it when you come to the printing, you are still using the name like orange instead of 01?
Okay, look at what I did here. Look what I did here. I stored this item, orange. I stored it as orange. I come here, I store. This is a variable. It can be anything. It can be A. This can be A. This can be B. So I print A. Print A. Then I also print B. That's what I just did here. So I didn't print orange. I didn't print. I stored. I accessed the first element and I accessed the second element. I stored it in a variable A and B and printed the variables. All right. Now I might choose to slice all the items here in the list. We call it list slicing. List slicing. List slicing. We use the column symbol to slice item in the list. Example, I want to view from this index to this index. And mind you, index numbering start from 0 to n-1. If this is 1, 2, 3, 4, what will be this index number? This one here. What will be the index number, guys? You can try.
4.
This is, I said, index number started from 0 to n-1, where n is number of items in the list. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, what will be the index number of this value here?
3.
3.
3. Now, right, that is 3. Now and this one is 2, right?
Yes.
3210. Now, we should also note that when you are taking the last index is called, when you are counting from behind, the last index is -1. So this index is -1, -2, -3, -4. The same thing coming from the front is 0, 1, 2, 3. I get it now. Now I want to slice this item. I want to print only pawpaw, orange pawpaw, and soup. How will I do that? All right. I'll do print fridge 2. Fridge 2. I'm slicing from 0 down to I want 1, 2, 3 to show. So I want to get 1, 2, 3. How will I slice from 0 to what?
To 2.
0 to 2. Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. Now, this is not correct. Do you know why? Let me show you now. It's only orange and purple that showed. The way we name index 0 to n-1, that's how slicing does too. Slicing does the same thing. 0 to n minus 1, 2. If you are slicing, I want to show the last value. It should be 0 to 3. 0 to 3. The last item does not show. It is the item minus 1, as in the index number minus 1, which is your n minus 1. Now I want to slice three numbers, which is 0, 1, and 2, right? So it will be 0 to 3, not 0 to 2. 0 to 3. I want to slice three items, right? Orange, purple, and soup. So I'm slicing from 0 to 3, not 0 to 2, because the item, the slicing, the index is 0 to n minus 1. Are you getting me now? 0, 1, 2, 3. It's not index. But when we are slicing, I want to slice the number of in the value 3, and you put 3, it will be 0 to the n minus 1, which is what? If it's 3, you have to slice. It will not be 0, 1, 2. 3 is not inclusive. Understand? See what I meant to do? This is it now. Orange, purple, and soup. Now, if I want to slice the last item in the list, for example, now I have a set of lists. I don't know which is the last item on that list. How will I get it? I will say, okay, just print me minus 1. Print, access the last item, which is minus 1. Accessing the last item in the list. Now print reach to minus 1. This gives you the last item, which is your what? Which is this, 30,000. That's your last item. Now,
but if you want to use it in a range, how does it work? 0 to minus 1.
let's see now. I see 0 to minus 1. That means it will not show the last item. It will show the minus one is the last item. So you know, it will not show the last item. But if you want the last item to show, you will not put an endpoint. This is a start. Slicing, this is a start. We have a start. We have a start. We have the end. And we have another one again called step. Now, the end now should be the number of items you want in your list. Then the start now should be the starting index that you want to, the index you want to start from slicing. For instance, now I want to start from the 0. I put 0. And I want to slice at 3 items. It should be 3. 4 items be 4. 5 items 5. Then it will not add 0, which is 0 to that 5. So it will not be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. But if I want to do 0 to minus 1. Minus 1 is the last item. It will show the minus 1. All right, it will give you the number before minus 1. If you want to see everything from 0, you are slicing, you are doing this 0 to the end. You are doing this. It will show you everything in that list. This will give you, this one I will give you everything in that list, which is this. This is called list slicing. Now, if I want to slice based on step, slicing based on step. Slicing with step. If I get a list of even numbers, these are even numbers. List of numbers. Let's say yes, a rich number, and I have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I want to slice the even numbers from this list. Even numbers, and even numbers know that it's step of 2. Divided by 2, right? Even numbers are numbers that divide by 2 and doesn't have any remainder, right? Now, how can I slice that? It is the step of 2. So I'm now doing print from index 0 numbers, okay, numbers 0 to the end, then 0 to let's say the end, then I now add this, then put my 2. What this means that I'm tying 0 to the end, step 2, because this is your start, this is your end. When your end is not specified, that means to say you want to get all the items in that list when the end is not specified. Right. Now, if I run this now, I'll get the even numbers 0, 2, 4, and 6. That's it. That's that for list. Any question again?
On the second last, assessing the last item in the list.
The last item in the list. -1.
Yeah, the one above. So I'm asking, how comes you have written print 201? I thought that was for assessing all the items.
Sorry.
Sorry.
I went and Chairman was explaining to Charles. I went and change it. All right. It's clear now. From index 0, because you can also access all the items without specifying your index. When your start is not specified, when there's no start specified, know that no start and no end, know that it will print all the items in the list. When your start specified, you want it from a particular index, it will print the start index to all the items in that list. That's what this one means. All right. Can we proceed?
Yeah, we can.
Right, dictionary now. Like what I was saying, a dictionary is an unordered collection of key and value pairs where each key must be unique. Key must be unique. You have a typical example of your dictionary, like what I've explained, what I've said. You have your dictionary where you search for words, and every word have a key to access the word. And I said the example now, absurd in your index, you look for the keyword, which is A B S A B, absurd now, ABSURD. You look for absurd there, or you look for absurd to tell you the page in that dictionary that the definition of that access is. You go there and get the value you want, the definition of that absurd. But now, when we are working with keys and key dictionary in a Python, it stores the key and the respective value key pair of is, and it is unordered. It doesn't have any other like is doesn't have any other like list. You cannot access the values in a dictionary using zero index number 0, 1, 2, 3. No, you access the values using their key. Using their key, that's how we access values. Okay, so it is an unordered collection of items with key value pair, where each key is unique. Now, in a banking system, where they want to store customers' information, they will store Kawira with a B. They will store your key pair. In banking system, your BVN is your key. Your Kawira is a value, or your amount can be your value. Your key, because everybody has a unique BVN, right? In banking system, everybody have unique BVN. So your BVN is your key when it comes to a banking system. And your value could be your bank balance, your account balance. Now we create a dictionary using the curly brace. This is how we create our dictionary. Now, example, we have accounts. Account is equals to, this is a dictionary. Now, the key, where we have the key and the value, is it the key and the value. This is the key and this is the value, like list. Now, your key, we have a BVN. We have value. Let's say Awira. And let's do this. Are we seeing this now? This is the key. Your key could either be a string or it could be an integer. If I want to access Kawira now, guys, how can I access Kawira now? Any idea?
Print to 2345.
Print what?
2345.
I should just do print 2345, just like this.
I think so.
No, I'll call the dictionary now. Accounts, then pass in my square brackets. If I print, I will not print this will come out Kawira. So I'll call the dictionary. I will now use my square brackets and locate the particular key the value key, the key of the value you are looking for. Did you get that? Now it's clear now, right?
I thought you would write the one dictionary.
No,
Or
no, no,
what
no.
makes it, what will make it know it's a dictionary?
I told you now that lists, we use the square brackets to represent a list. All right. The dictionary, we use the curly brace to represent a dictionary, where we have the key, column, the value. Now we access items in lists using their index number because they are orderly arranged. But in dictionary now, numbers are not arranged orderly. Items are not arranged orderly. They can be accessed only with their key. And every value has a unique key identifier. I use BVN as an example, where every user has the same have different BVN number. Kawira BVN is 2345. Abachas is 865. Are we clear on that? Are we cleared? Are we cleared?
But I have a question. In the real sense,
All right.
If these are bank example, right? I don't expect us just have like two people. We'll have like 1,000 or thousands of accounts.
Okay.
So every time you want to retrieve, you do like this. I'm assuming this is backend because front end the system already set to retrieve this information easily.
Yes. This back end.
Okay.
You can access Kawira details using a BVN. Why did we tell you to save the BVN? Don't give anybody your BVN. Why? BVN is a key identifier. Someone can access you, know how much you have in your account, know how many bank you operate in, how many bank account you have, using it basically. On the front end, they can tell you enter BVN. That's a GI interface. Behind this is what is working behind. This is what is working behind this particular code here. This access, this is what is working behind account. And all right, that's how to access items in dictionary. Now we have access item. We can also put item the way we did in lists. Now, when inserting items in our dictionary, we insert it by creating a new key. For example, I want to insert Mohammed. This is now inserting item into a dictionary. I will call account dictionary. I will now call what is Mr. Mohammed BVN. Okay, let's say 4356 is equal to Mohammed. Automatically, this will insert the value of Mohammed inside the dictionary. Let's print account again. You now see Mohammed now inside. Look at it. Mohammed now is inside. This is Mohammed now. Are you getting me now? This is Mohammed. Now, if I want to delete Mohammed now from that dictionary, How will I do that? Removing Mohammed back. It's no longer our customer. Let's remove him. Moving item in the dictionary. Presenting account, you do del. We use the del, delete. You can use del, you can use pop. You can del count the key 4356. Or we use accounts. This is using del keyword and using pop. This is using del keyword this is using pop. Account dot pop pop, and now I'm popping out. I'm popping it with the what key. Key will be inside. Let's say I've removed Mohammed using there. Now let me remove Kawera using pop. And Kawera number is what? 2, 3, 4, 5. So now we have only Papa Charles in the dictionary. Sorry. Now let's run. Let me print the list again. Print dictionary. Sorry. Accounts. All right. So I now have this. I print. Now I now have only Papa Charles dictionary. Now we say dictionary and list, they are mutable. Now that is say I made a mistake for Papa Charles' name. I want to correct Papa Charles' name and try it only Charles Nwusu. How will I do that? That is to say,
Excuse me, you have sent pop is for what?
For removing, like popping. You are popping your drink now. You are opening drink, removing something from your drink. That popping is to remove, like removing. You know, in list we just append and remove. Pop is used to remove an item from a list, from a dictionary. That's what pop is used for.
So it's the same as delete.
Yes, the same thing as delete. You know, we have pop and we have pop items. Now, pop is used to when you use pop, you are removing a particular item when you specify the key there. But if you just use a remove is for lists, pop is for dictionary. We also have one called pop item. Pop item remove the last. Remove when you're using pop item. We don't specify the key value, the key number identifier. It will only remove the last item automatically. Now we have, for example, now this pop now, pop 2, 3, 4, 5 removed Kawira from the words from the dictionary. Now, what if now we want to just remove? We don't know the name of the last person in the list. I want to just remove the last item in the list without knowing the last item. How can we do that? We don't know the last item in the list. I want to remove that last item. You just do account dot pop item. Pop item automatically remove the last item. Removes the last item in a dictionary. That's what this one does. Why this particular pop now removes item or value, removes item based on a specified key identifier. Now I'm using difference. The same thing with this two. This one just delete. I'm deleting accounts I'm deleting the value directly using the del keyword. Or remove an item based on the key identifier. Why pop item remove the item, the last item in your dictionary. So mind you, if I run this now, I will get, I have an empty dictionary. You know why? I'm removing Kawira here. This Kawira Nashe, right? This Kawira Nashe.
Mohammed.
Look, I'm removing Muhammad. Then I went down, I also removed Kawira. And I now do pop item. Pop item is left with. No, after these two steps, we now have only Papa Charles. If I just say pop item, only Papa Charles will go. Now we now have an empty dictionary. Now look at the process. Let me just walk. This is print account. This is print account again. Now look at it now. The first pop, I removed Mohammed first. That's the first one I removed. It went off. We have Kawira and Pachas. I now remove Kawira. Kawira went out, and I now pop it. And I remove the Papa Charles. Now let's insert Charles again. Let me insert a new item now to the list. Inserting a new item. I will have accounts. What's your key value? 856, right? 856. 856 is equal to Papa Charles. Print account. Papa Charles now. Now I made a mistake now with your spelling. I want to change it from Papa Charles to Nwosu. Simple. The same way you created this guy, that's the same way you can edit it also. The same thing you can also do in list too. You can edit this one here. As far as you locate the index number, you can say 01. Okay, 01 will be equal to 3 or 4 or 5 or 10. Now, Papa Charles now want to change his name. Papa Charles came to a bank. I want to do name changing of my name, account name. I have my BVN. If you like, change your account, change your name, or add more name to your name, or your BVN is still the same. They will just go and change your name using the same BVN. Now, how can we change for Charles to Charles Nwosu? Let's do that now. Editing value. A value in a dictionary using, okay, just by editing the key identifier by using the key identifier. All right, how can I do that? Now I'll now call accounts. Now call accounts 856. 856 will now be equal to Charles Nwosu. I didn't create a new Charles, so I edited the one here. So 856 will now be equal to Charles Nwosu. Now let's print it. You see that. And let's play it now. You see that this is account. You see that we have Charles Nwosu there. Look at it. The first one is just for Charles, and this one is not Charles Nwosu.
I have a question.
Go on, please.
How do you edit? Like, for example, now we have done away with Papa Child, so it no longer exists. If you want to delete it from our system, of course, I know in real sense it cannot happen because at times you need the data, like you need to store it. But if I want to delete now Papa Charles and there's nothing like that in our system,
I don't get your question.
how do you delete a code that already you have implemented? Like already Papa Charles is here with us, but you have changed his name. So in future, if you have a new staff who is confused now, who is this? Now you want to remove the old one completely. Do you come and delete it from the where you are writing, or from here down?
You can just do delete del. You can do del accounts for the number. For example, if I created a variable now, look now. I created a variable called accounts, right? Lists. The dictionary call account now. Now I want to delete the dictionary, the account itself. I'll just type delete account. It will go out. I don't have
Me, I'm
anything
asking of the specific one,
like what?
like
Don't
the
get
856 Papa Charles. Okay, in short, I'm asking, how do you delete the code that you've already written? Like you've already implemented it. Like when you look down here, I don't know what you call this part where the code are reflecting. You see, we have 856. We have Papa Charles and Charles Nosu. So if a new staff comes, there always a confusion because they are not new. Now, let's say I want to deal away with Papa Charles and it's already here in our system. How do I delete it? Or there's no way to go back?
No, we did it here. Now look at it now. We did a pop item. We did pop. We did delete. We did pop, and we did pop item. And I know that podcasts have a staff ID. You just use your staff ID account. Put your staff ID, which is 856. 856. Either you use delete or I use pop. I use pop account dot pop the key, which is 856. But chance will go automatically to delete it automatically. Look at
But
it.
already you have another Papa Charles.
No, now just one purchase I have there now. One purchase is not two.
Oh, sorry, you have 856 for two different people. That is what I mean.
No, you're not getting it. 856 is just one person. Look at what I did here. I edited Papa Charles to Charles Nwosu. Now, when you want to edit a value in your dictionary, we assign the new value name to the already existing add key identifier. That's what I did here. So now this one, but Charles now is not existing in our data set, in our additional again. What we have now is now Charles Nwosu. You can't see this for Charles again here. If you print account 10 times, you will not see anything like Charles, about Charles again. What you see there now is Charles Nwosu. Look at it. Print again. What you see there, you will see it's empty because I've already deleted it. Let me cancel this. Let me cancel this statement. You will not see Charles anywhere. The Charles Nwosu you will see because I've already edited it. Look at Charles here is equals to this guy, this number. I want to edit this number, this name to Charles Nwosu. I do accounts with this key will now be equal to the value I want it to be, which is called Charles Nwosu. Is it not clear?
I get you, sir. I'm asking, I understand what you are
Okay.
saying. What do you call the part that the code is writing here? Like the chronological of the order of the codes. That is what I'm asking. Can you make a delete here down there? Not in the, I don't know what you call this place you are writing the codes. Not the one that has the numbers 247 and all that. I'm asking where the code is reflecting. Yes, where your cursor is. Can you
No,
make
here's my
an
output now.
editing?
No, this is my output now. This
Pardon?
is my output. This is my terminal. This is my terminal. My output terminal. This is my code. This is my scripting environment. This is my text environment, and this is my terminal. My output terminal.
So you can't make a change
I can't
there.
type anything here. I can't type anything here. Nothing. I can't type anything here. Where I'm typing. Are you cleared, or should I still explain?
No, I've gotten it. I wanted to know now if you can make, so whatever you write here in the terminal, it's permanent.
Yeah, this is like your outputs, like in Excel, like in your Excel when you do select all. You have to get your report. It's not below your this thing. It doesn't have a below. It has a output section now in Excel. It's same thing here too. This is your output section where your values are being displayed.
But then you can always make changes.
You can you make changes in your output section in Excel in SQL.
Oh,
Can
I
you make
get
a changes here in SQL below
SQL, no.
can you make a changes here? This is like your output environment now.
But SQL mostly we deal with data set, which I'm finding it's different with Python actually.
We've not reached the level of the data set now. This one is just your normal. I'm just creating values and structures, values and lists, variables, list, data dictionary. This is not data
Okay.
set. We've never reached here.
No, that's what I'm telling you. In SQL, I didn't see. We did with just data set. So I don't understand when you're telling me you can't. But I get what you are saying. Because in SQL, you could delete and everything goes out. Like that thing doesn't exist. I don't know if I'm the one who's not understanding. Maybe it tells you like me. And in SQL, you could do a delete and everything is deleted. Like you can't have the try, like someone cannot come and trail the sequence of someone who was working there. But now with Python, there you're telling me this one cannot be deleted. It means someone can trail.
I
What's funny?
don't really get your question. Honestly, I don't really get your question. That's just it.
No, me,
See,
I've gotten your explanation in Python. It's just that you put
okay.
SQL there and complicated the whole thing. Because for us, the SQL, we were taught to use databases, data sets, sorry. It's so I never saw a place in SQL where you could not delete something because this Python thing is something I've tried even before the class. I wrote something and I was like, I want to remove it. It's not getting out. When I started removing it, saying you cannot make a delete there. So I've understood what you are saying, sir. It's just that when you introduced SQL, I just got a bit confused. But I get what you are saying. The terminal cannot be tampered with, like at all, at all. Once you are it's written, it's like that.
Okay, but if you want to delete an item, you can always go delete it here. For example, now we deleted you remove Kawera here, and we remove Mohammed here. They are out, they are out. They are out, they are out. All
But they
right.
will appear in our terminal, right?
Yes, now your terminal is for you now. Who else is seeing it? You're the one working with terminal. You're the one working with this is terminal shows you your process of the activities we are doing. That's what is showing you what we are doing from top to bottom. That's what the terminal is showing you.
What
Only if I
about
get
the scripting area? Who
nobody
is it meant
sees
for?
this is happening behind the scene. Nobody sees it in the front. Like now, if I want to employ a staff and I added these features, of course, it will enter my database. Nobody sees your back terminal from your user interface. This staff was there for you. Now he was not sacked, not resigned. No. If it's out, it's out. What this is just showing is just showing your back end, what is happening in your system, what is happening. Nobody's seeing this thing from your front end. Nobody's seeing it in real life. It's happening behind the scene, behind your this thing, the software at the back end. That what is where it's happening.
Okay.
Yeah. Are you cleared?
Somehow.
What's the concern again? Somehow, what's the concern again?
Because I'm wondering, I guess that maybe and I will understand with time. Me, I thought like this code you are writing, it's not for us. Like the way you are telling me now, no one will access the terminal and everything. So why are we coding in the first place? What is the result of these codes, like in the real sense? If the terminal is for just the person who is doing the code, like in the real application.
Now, you are a developer, right? You are a developer. That's what you are. You are
Yeah.
building a software for a company. Are you getting me now? Now,
Mm.
all these things that are doing here is the back end stuff. Is the back end, what happens behind the scene that the front end users are not seeing. That is what happens here. All right.
Okay.
I think I should just copy this thing and paste so someone can use this. I'm having low battery here. So
Sorry.
I'm having low battery. So let somebody. Okay, it didn't go. All right, so let's just copy this to this class and paste on the chat. Sorry for that. Okay. So as I was saying, actually, Kawira, this is just like you are developing a software for an organization where they can easily, where users can their staffs and their staffs with their various IDs. Sorry. As I was saying, you are trying to develop a system where a managing system for an organization where they will add their staffs. When they leave, they will delete the staffs. Now your plight is that, will a new user see the staff that were deleted before now, right? That's the plight, right? Kawira,
Pardon?
that's what he meant now. If the new users could see already
Yeah.
deleted processes now. No, there's no way they can see it. You are the one in charge of this software. You are building this, you are test running everything you are doing. When you now deploy it into a server now, what they're using the front end. If a staff is being added, you click add, you add the staff. Then if the staff is being retired or has been resigned, you click delete. It will leave your database. It will not be there. So all these things you're just seeing now, they are just showing you how the system, how the things are working in the system. That's what it's showing you.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
So please, somebody should copy the file. I sent it. Okay, I've not sent it. Papa Charles, I will send this to you. Open your Kavita, I'll send to you. Open your PyCharm, please. We can continue with your this thing. So, open your PyCharm and copy. Wow, sorry.
Just give me 5 minutes. Let me do this. Let me change over, please.
Okay. So the next one we are looking at.
Maybe as we wait for
We're
Charles.
looking
Okay.
at the copy and paste those things I sent to you on WhatsApp.
Me or Charles? Charles?
Kawira,
Yes.
have he sent you the code?
Yeah.
You've saved them?
I thought I'm supposed to open
PyCharm or any other platform to do that.
then I copy them there, right?
Yes, yes.
All right, Kawira, please do you share your screen, please?
You can see my screen.
All right. Have you copied that what I sent to you on WhatsApp?
Yeah.
All right. So I guess we are done with dictionary now. Moving forward is a set. Okay, you've copied that. All right.
So I move
Okay, I'll
on.
go down. You will have open a new file. Open a new file. Create a new file.
What should I label it?
Click on it. Click there. You see new Python file. Come down, Python file. No, Python file. Click on Python file, not anyhow file.
New.
New. If you click on the new, you see Python file
Python
there.
file. Okay.
Right. Now type class. Today is class 6 now, right? Class day 6. Class 6. All right.
Then I paste them here.
Let's paste everything there.
Okay.
This is the one. This is not what I sent to you now.
No, I've copied what you have said.
Really?
Yeah. Let me show you. See, it's this one. Introduction.
You scroll
You
down,
can
scroll down. That means I didn't add the I didn't add the last part. All right, just go down. Just go down. So we look. Let's look at tuple first. Tuple. Scroll down. Just scroll down. Don't worry. Just scroll down. Scroll down.
we are done with
Dictionary. Scroll down. Go and write tuple.
this one. In
I'm not seeing
the fights.
your screen is. I'm not seeing it again. It's kind of frozen.
Sorry.
We share again.
You can see my screen, guys.
It started sharing. Yeah, sharing. I scroll down. Come down. Okay, so let's just start with the go down and type tuple. It's tuple.
I type.
Go down, just go down below the last, just go down empty. Tap enter. Be going down, be going down, be going down. Just go down, go down, go down here. All right. Comment. No, just comment. Comment and type tuples.
TUPP.
Yes.
Like that.
TUPLE.
T.
TUPLE. 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 Yeah, that's tuple. Yes. All right. Now, what is tuple? Just like the list and dictionary, tuple is also a type of data structure. Yeah, a tuple we can say a tuple is an immutable ordered element of item. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, is an immutable ordered element of item. The way dictionary and list are mutable, so they can be changed. But when you see tuple, even though tuple is ordered, it has ordered 0, 1, 2, 3, just like lists. But tuple is an immutable ordered collection of items. Once created, the elements cannot be changed. That is what tuple is. Once created, the elements cannot be changed. The way we can change the element of we can change the item, okay, is an unmutable items. Yeah, when created, the elements cannot be changed. Yeah, they can't be changed. What do I mean by that? You know that when we created the lists, we can edit lists. When we created dictionary, we change Charles Nwosu, Charles to Charles Nwosu. When you come to dictionary tuple now, you cannot change the values of a tuple. Now, tuple symbol, parenthesis symbol.
Pardon?
Your bracket. You know your bracket symbol. Tuple are being created using your bracket symbol. Comment that. using bracket symbols. All right, yes. Now let's create a tuple. Now for example, you want to create a set of passwords, or let's say, let me just use an example now. You want to create a set of numbers where you don't want anybody to change it, or you are an admin, an organization. I want to I want to create a setting. I don't want anybody to change it. You use tuple to create those passwords, those numbers. Why? Because those numbers cannot be changed when created. But when you use list originally now, those numbers, those values they are mutable. They can be changed. They can be edited. Now let's create our first tuple. Now call a variable called first tuple, or tuple one. Tuple one is equals to tuple one is equal to tuple one, tuple underscore one, or just write tuple one is equals to. Now let's create a tuple of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Create a tuple now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Now this is our tuple. They are orderly arranged, right? Your 1 is in index 0. Your 2 is in index 1. 3 is in index 2. 4 is in index, just like that. So now, if you want to access, you can access the values in your tuple. Accessing values in the tuple. Let's do that now. Accessing values in a tuple. All right. The same way we can access the values, same way we access the list. That same way we can access tuple. Now, I want to access the 4 in that tuple. What will I do? Mohammed, are you there? We want to access 4 in that tuple. How can
Yes, I'm here.
How can we access 4 in the tuple? The value 4. All right, waiting for you now. How can we access the value 4 in the tuple?
Sorry, Mr. Promise, are you asking me?
Yes, I'm asking you. How can we access the value 4?
No idea when I was no idea.
Or have you following us since when we did the list? Did you get those parts?
Yes.
How did we access the value list? How did we access the values in lists? In a list? All right, Kawira, help him out. Access the fourth value, the 4. Access 4 from that tuple. Let's see, Kawira. Let's do that. Is
Print.
Do it now.
Tuple.
No.
Oh, you use the index.
You use the square brackets, not curly brace. Square brackets.
Oh, sorry.
All right. Use your index now. Index what?
0, 1, 2, 3.
All right, do it now. Let's see.
So I run.
Just run it. Click run.
I've done so.
Can you expand? Can you expand your output using this kind of?
Where do
No,
I
it's not that.
expand it?
Put your mouse. Put your mouse. No. Small. It's not all. It's okay like that. All right. Now scroll down. Let's see if the output is there. All right. Are you seeing it 4?
Yeah, it's here.
That's a 4, right? All right.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Now the same way, because a tuple is ordered, you can access the values using their index number. But now you cannot assign. Now try to assign a new value into the tuple. How can we do that? Just try it. If it will work, it will give you an error. But let's just try it. Try to assign a new value into this tuple. Let's see. Just assign 6 after 5. If it will work. I know that it will not work, sha, but try. Let's try it and see if it will work.
So we use add, print.
No. It's not add. The same way we did for a dictionary. That's the same way we can add values for list. But in tuple, it will not work. I'm just telling you to try it and see, but it will not work because you cannot add anything. You cannot add or delete from tuple. When it's created, it cannot be changed. All right. The element in the tuple can never be added or deleted. It cannot be changed. But I just want to try it and see if it will work for yourself. Now we do it. Do tuple _1 index, called index. You can say or use append dot append. You see, it will not work. It will give you error. Let's append 6 to it now. No, not
Like
that
that?
one. Not that square brackets. Normal brackets. Append 6 to it. You see that it will not work. It won't work. Run. Let's see. The code, it won't work. Now print. No, come down.
Sorry.
I said tuple object has no attribute append. You cannot add from a tuple. You cannot delete from tuple. That's just one thing you should know. You can add and remove from list. The same thing with dictionary, but you cannot add or remove in the tuple when already created. Okay?
Okay.
Any question on that?
On my side, no.
Now you can be asking where can I apply? What can we apply tuple in real life?
On passwords.
On passwords. You are an admin in a organization. You're the one that gives password to every users. When they come, you give them password. You can store their password in a tuple. They cannot change it. Can be
Also in
deleted.
the username of companies, like for example, the way staffs have their name, like when you go to the supermarket, the receipt will read maybe you've been served by Charles. I understand that name cannot be changed once it's entered in the system. Even if Charles want to remove and put another name like Papa, they cannot be removed. I've undergone that. So I understand why it was not changed.
Okay, so that's it. About Charles, any question from you?
No, sir.
So
No, sir.
we need to other applications. It cannot be the only that one.
There are other applications. Your image. Image is a image, the shape of an image, the image size. We have image have 3 color coding, RGB. RGB image coding is stored in a tuple. RGB, the color coding of an image is stored using a tuple. Are you getting me? It is being stored using a tuple. Where you have arrow, B, and G. You can't change those values because they are created like that. They are designed like that. There are other examples. All right. Any other question again? How about you, Mohammed? Do you have any question from your end?
I don't have no question for now. If I have any, I will ask in the group.
All right. We also use tuple to store coordinates. Your longitude and latitude, the location of your house never changes. Are you hearing me, Kawira?
Yes, sir.
Your location of your house never changes. Is remain the same. The coordinate of your house never changes unless if you change position, the coordinate change, but that coordinate still remains the same. Latitude and longitude. Latitude of today is the same thing as latitude of tomorrow. It doesn't change. Longitude of today is the same thing as longitude of tomorrow. It doesn't change. Those are areas you can apply a tuple. Is an ordered element that is immutable. Once created, it can never be changed. All right.
Mr. Promise, maybe I will do that with you personally. Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
I will see.
When I watched video. I told you I watch video and be doing some of the things myself. When I started working on that, what's it called? The VS Code. The first script we wrote on Jupyter. It didn't run on my own on my VS Code. Though. I don't know. It's showing one thing like that.
Kawira, I've tried it in your VS Code. I think we did that in that class. You try it in VS Code.
My Jupyter code.
Yes, your Jupyter code.
For me, Jupyter was working.
Okay, let's stop the recording. We are done the class.
Please, stop sharing.
Stop the recording. Let me explain what just stop the recording.